What is going on, everybody? Zachary here, and welcome to Rose Academy. Now, this is a detective visual novel where you play as a young agent sent to an elite girls' academy to investigate the suspicious deaths of a top student. We're about to get ready to dive into this, see what this game is all about. The full game doesn't drop until March 30th, so we got time. We gotta hop on this now. We gotta have this on the channel already before the full game drops. So, without further ado, boys and girls, let's begin. New game. The cityscape outside the window had long since changed from a metropolis to endless forest, but I didn't notice anything around me. The driver was saying something about the warm September weather, but his words never reached my consciousness. I was lost in memories of what had happened that morning. What happened? Okay, got you a nice little place. Okay, go ahead and we got newspaper, what looks like cappuccino. A morning call interrupted my morning magic, which consisted of a cup of coffee and reading the news. I rarely break my own rules, never answering unknown numbers, especially during vacation. But this time, something was different. A premonition told me this call wasn't random. The phone continued to vibrate insistently. I reached out and, after a second's hesitation, answered the call. Hello?
James?
The girl's voice sounded vaguely familiar, but I couldn't recall where I'd heard it before. Who is this?
Perhaps you don't remember me. It's been many years. It's Nika. We were at the same summer camp together. Bears Cliff? Do you remember?
Her name triggered a wave of long-forgotten memories, washing the rest of the world out of my mind. Ah, Nika, my first love. Of course I remembered. There are things you don't forget. Yeah, like that first kiss. Yeah, I remember. It's so unexpected to hear from you after 10 years.
Yes, 10. It's hard to believe. So this year marks the anniversary of our first meeting?
The girl's voice sounded cheerful, almost playful. However, I was too surprised to play along. Bro, what is up with this music? And of our last meeting too. Nika, has something happened? For a couple of seconds, silence hung on the line. I could almost see her biting her lower lip. Bro, this music! I can almost see her biting her lower lip. A habit she always had when she was nervous. I wonder if she still has this habit after all these years.
You're right. Something has happened. I wish the reason for my call were just the anniversary, but there's something more serious. I heard you've become one of the best in your field.
How does she know I became a special agent? That's classified information. Despite my curiosity, it's not a question to ask over the phone.
Anyway, I need your help, James.
What exactly is the matter? A murder! Oh, someone hung them. Someone got hung. Oh my goodness.
I'm the principal of a girls' academy, and one of our students died yesterday. It looked like a suicide, but she had no reason for it. Although it may sound strange, my experience tells me there's something more going on here.
I'm on my way. Vacation, huh? Now I'm investigating something again? A student's suicide. That's not even my specialization. Dang it. Why did I agree to it? Just because I heard her voice? Yeah, I was about to say, you know why you agreed to it. Because you was there for so many years, and all this time, she had my number? She knew who I was, but she never called after what happened. What happened, bro? Well, what really happened? It was puppy love. What truly connects us besides the stories from summer camp? But no matter how hard I tried to convince myself that we had nothing in common, I couldn't forget how 10 years ago, I rushed to the post office after returning from camp. With trepidation and a pounding heart, I hoped to find a reply to my letter addressed to Nika. I remember how week after week, I could never find the letter in a pile of fresh mail. I remember pleading with my parents to visit Nika on the other side of the country, just to make sure she was okay. I remember my father finding her phone number and how I dialed it. On the other end of the line, I heard Nika's family had moved and how the new tenants didn't have their current address or number. The driver's voice pulled me out of my reflections on the past. We arrived. I see you with the slick back glasses on you, Clark Kent's looking at. When the driver stopped the car, for a moment, I doubted we had arrived at the right address. The building visible beyond the gates looked more like a luxurious mansion belonging to some European aristocrat than a girls' academy. Taking my bag from the trunk and paying the driver, I double-checked the address on my phone. Rose Academy. The address seems... Rose Academy. The address seems correct, so it really is a school. The address seems correct, so it really is a school. Yeah, looks like it. Judging by its location and appearance, the girls here aren't from simple families. As I approached the gates, I automatically noticed the flicker of a miniature sensor hidden within a decorative element. I'd seen such hidden facial recognition systems many times before. The only difference was that they were usually in government buildings or at secret headquarters meetings, rather than in civilian institutions. Before my finger could press the call button, a mechanical voice came from a hidden speaker.
Please state your name and the purpose of your visit.
James Crofton. I'm here by personal invitation from the principal. For a couple of seconds, the system went silent, processing the information. And yeah, baby, we in. There were a few students in identical uniforms standing on the lawn. Noticing me, they immediately began whispering, casting curious glances my way. I pretended not to notice them, but my ears caught every word of a not-so-quiet conversation. Did you see him too, or am I tripping? Nah, girl, no you not. He's so handsome. I wish he were our new teacher. If that were the case, then I'd go to all his classes, especially the extracurricular ones, if you know what I mean. Shoot. You know, and bruh, I'm trying to read. Yeah, I do. Hey, let me chill. I assume the guests are rare at the school. Yeah. It's no surprise that a new person on the academy grounds becomes an object of intense scrutiny. And considering it's an all-girls school, it seems I'm sparking a special interest among the students. Yeah. That could be a problem, but, you know. The path from the gates to the door seemed like a red carpet. The closer I got to the school, the more curious stares I felt. Groups of female students of various ages, strolling through the grounds, fell silent at my presence, then immediately erupt into whispers behind my back. Man, I don't remember ever getting this much attention. That's pleasant, unpleasant. Let's save this real quick. That's pleasant, yeah. I must admit, even I like it. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with, getting, all that. Forwarding entrance in landscape design, I suddenly turned toward a lonely senior student. Oh my goodness, her eyes looked tired. She was standing nearby, her intense gaze. Read the freaking lines right. Her intense gaze fixed for a moment I stepped onto the school grounds. Our eyes met for a moment, and I managed to notice her reddened eyes. Her fingers nervously fidgeted with the hem of her skirt. Catching my gaze, she quickly turned away. She seems pretty upset about something. Should I ask if she is okay? Okay, stop. Now's not the time. Investigation, James. Yeah, chill. I involuntarily shook my head, dispelling the intrusive thought. Yeah, just shake it off. Focus on the plan. Focus on the mission. All right, Captain? Focus on the mission. Took a deep breath, as if before diving into the water, and pushed the heavy front door open. Oh my goodness, this is no school. Who funded this school? Surprisingly, there are no guards inside the building. Instead of light security, there are small surveillance cameras set up everywhere around you. Oh yeah, it must have been some crazy stuff, either before the freaking suicide or after the suicide. I look around, trying to figure out where to go next. The lobby branched off into several corridors, none of them marked with a principal's office sign. Great. I'm in a school the size of a small palace, and there's no one to ask where to go. Guess I'll have to rely on my intuition. I chose the path to the right of the main entrance. Walking to the end of the corridor and finding nothing resembling the principal's office, I decided to turn the corner. And... oh, my goodness. I felt a shove that nearly made me lose my balance. It took me a few seconds to collect myself and realize what had happened. There were textbooks scattered across the floor, and their owner looked up at me with wide, frightened eyes. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm so sorry. Nah, it's cool. Are you okay? You didn't hurt yourself, did you? But why does this music sound like it's getting loud? For some reason, the simple question made her cheeks flush, bright red. No, I'm fine. It's just, I'm terribly clumsy. My mom told me when I was little that I had 2 left feet. What? It's always been like this with me. The girl adjusted her glasses and looked with annoyance at the scattered textbooks. Oh, my fault. Let me help you pick that up. You know what I'm saying? We did knock her over. Like, let me fix this. I knelt to help the girl gather the spilled books. Oh, you didn't have to. I can do it myself. No. Don't worry. It's no trouble at all. Are you sure you didn't hurt yourself? You know, I ain't trying to get so... No, it's fine. Thank you so much. I picked up the last textbook, the final exam, examining the competition, and handed it to her. Noticing the title of the book in my hands, she became even more embarrassed and quickly snatched it, carefully avoiding touching my fingers. Final exam. Kill the... Huh? Wait, let me make sure we read that right. Hold on. Yeah, wait a minute. That does not say what that says on that book. The final exam, eliminating the competition. I said examining the competition. What the heck? Eliminated the competition. Yeah, but this says kill the competition. What are y'all reading here? Is this the Hunger Games? Am I in the Hunger Games? What? Since we bumped into each other, maybe you can tell me how to get to the principal's office? I've got lost in these endless corridors. I mean, look how big this place is. Oh, the principal's office? Of course, I know. It's straight down the corridor and then left. You won't miss it. There's a sign on the door. And thank you again for helping me with the books. Her face brightened. It seemed like she was glad she could help in some way. Hey, but like I said, we gotta make sure, she's legal. You know how, It's good I managed to ask the girl where Nika's office was. I'd be one around here until evening, literally. Following the directions, I found a corridor with a door that bore the sign, Principal Veronica Princeton. Wow. So Nika is actually a short form of her full name? Veronica? Alright, chill out. Chill out, Zach. It seems I know very little about her. 10 years have passed, but I still remember her as the girl from camp. Yet in that time, she's become the principal of an elite school. Insane, I know. I paused for a second before the door, gathering my thoughts. Beyond this door was not only information about the mysterious death of a student, but also a meeting with a person from the past who it seemed had been long left behind. I took a deep breath and knocked.
FBI, open up!
Oh, they was gonna do the sound for me? Alright. Alright. Most games don't do that, so I appreciate. A muffled "come in" came from behind the door. I turned the doorknob and stepped into the office. Whoa! Hey, you gotta... Bro, look at this office. Got books over here, a chair right there. Bro, a desk all here. Look like you living at the Bruce Wayne Tower. Like, am I wrong?
Yeah.
Guys.
No.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
You don't even have to answer that. James, is that really you? Nika, as expected, had changed in 10 years. Her soft, childlike features I knew were gone. Nika was always beautiful, but I didn't think she'd become such a stunning woman. Her eyes, still clear and expressive, now held a new, unfamiliar depth. Seeing me, Nika rose from her seat. Her suit ascertained her status as the principal while still highlighting her graceful figure. Nika seems genuinely happy to see me, yet she remains a certain distance. I wonder if it's a professional habit or something personal between us. Please, come in. Have a seat. She pointed to the chair opposite of the desk and sat down on the principal's seat. Nika unexpectedly looks at home behind this massive desk, even despite her relatively young age. Alright, cut this music off. I'm adding my own music. Cut this music off. I'm adding my own music now. Zachary, go ahead and add that music. I'm glad to see you. It's just a shame that we're meeting under these circumstances. Hey, nah, yeah, get straight to the matter. Nah, let's be nice. Let's be nice. I don't see what's the harm in, being nice. Glad to see you too. Your decision has affected the relationship. Oh boy. What that mean? Wait, is it gonna be like that? Oh shoot. Did I not read the full synopsis? What game am I getting into? I'm glad to see you too, Nika. You look great. And I must admit, this position suits you. Principal Veronica Princeton? Sounds impressive. And what should I call you now? Veronica, Miss Princeton, or my lady? Yo, I see you with this, man. I see you, James. We don't know if we, can. Y'all saw how he slid in there. I gotta give it to you. You tried. Now, it may not have been the best, but you tried. Come on. We gotta give him flowers. We gotta give credit where credit's due. Her eyebrows suddenly arched, and then she unexpectedly smiled. That same smile I hadn't seen in years, but could never forget, because how could I? Oh, please, no formalities. My parents call me Veronica when I've done something wrong, and Miss Princeton is for the students and teachers. So what do I call you? My lady sounds more interesting. We did it, boys. My lady sounds more interesting, but I'm afraid if anyone heard this, they might misunderstand us. Misunderstand? Hey, no, that's totally understandable. What was I thinking? I gotta control myself. For you, I've always been and will always be just Nika. Oh! I think we fell, guys. Dang it! Wait a minute, who is this? Annie. She gave me an appraising look, tilting her head slightly. I think that was a freaking an error, but we're gonna assume that I was James. I don't know who the freak Annie is. You've changed too, by the way. You've matured and become even more serious. I only get serious when it's time to get serious. Other than that, you're gonna see me just being a goofball and a very unserious, freaky, whatever dude. But when it's time to get serious, then, the mature, guy comes out. It's like, okay, let's get serious. Let's business. Though, even at camp, you stood out among the other guys. I told myself back then, this boy is special. Glad to see I wasn't wrong. Ah, man, stop it. And me, man, no. Well, you're no stringing violent either. I still remember how Cooley? I've never heard of... Siri. Uh-huh. Have you ever heard of the word Cooley before? Hello? I still remember how coolly you chased that giant spider out of your cabin. I forgot about that. It's been so long. It's nice that you remember such small details after so many years. Well, childhood memories usually fade. Not for this guy. Alright. But seriously though, I don't know what it is, but I can't seem to not forget anything. I tend to remember most of everything. She hesitated slightly as if she wanted to say something more, but her professionalism won out. Yeah, back to business. I'd love to chat with you and reminisce about all the camp stories, but I'm afraid this isn't the best time for nostalgia. Yeah, unfortunately, we need to discuss something less pleasant. A body. You're right, let's get straight to the matter.
And so it begins.
Sorry to keep you waiting.